Welcome to another Real Dad Movement Daily Revelation. In this episode, the topic is habits and looking at habits, not just as a father, but as a man, and how you carry and conduct yourself to ultimately get out on top more often than not. When really there's moments right here, right now, where, mate, you're probably feeling like you're just stuck in this cycle of doing things and you don't even know why you do them sometimes. You just do them, right? It just becomes a habit. What you do, whether it's having alcohol late at night to try and help you unwind, so to speak, or relax and have your you time again in a way that you think is the best for you, or in the morning, the way that you work when you operate with alarms going off, or coffees and different types of stimulants. And look, I've got nothing against either or coffee or alcohol, but it's looking at it as a whole and going, what's the purpose behind what I'm doing? Now, when it comes to a habit, there's a cycle. It's like a trifecta. That there's generally, well, there is always a cue that happens. There's a cue which initiates this action. That's what a habit is: habit, routine, ritual. And the cue might be X time of the day, or it could be this sort of meeting with work, or it could be this interaction with this person. It could be when you come home. It could be after the kids go to bed. It could be with the missus. It could be with yourself when you've got your own time at this period of the day. There's always going to be some sort of cue, right? And this cue will trigger the habit and the action that you will then proceed to take. And sometimes, like I said, you're not even consciously aware of it. It's something that's in your subconscious and you don't know what's happening. It just happens, and you justify some reason to having that and some meaning behind doing that in your life. And that is the final piece. We have the cue, and then we have the habit, and then the final one, making the trifecta of what a habit truly is. And the cycle of habits is the perceived reward. Now, I say perceived reward because it's how you see it, right? Let's use an example. We put the kids to sleep, and it's how me and my wife have some time together. We have a bottle of wine at night, bottle of red, and it's between 8:30 and 10 o'clock. Now, the cue is the timing after the kids go to bed and late at night. And the habit is having the wine. The perceived reward is spending time with my wife, relaxing, come down, rewards, having that moment of enjoyment because I get to treat myself. It's something that I shouldn't do all the time, but I get to do it here and then and now in this time period. Now, the funny part is all those rewards are perceptions. They truly are. And the best way to really get on top of some habits, if you've got some bad habits, if you drink too much alcohol that you don't want to have, if you're smoking, if you're not doing exercise, if you're lethargic, if you're short-tempered, it can be in behavioral patterns as well. This isn't just actions. This is literally how you carry and conduct yourself in the different environments that you're exposed to in and around your family, yourself, your work, stresses, all these different triggers that put you in a place where it's not serving you from a health and longevity and wellness point of view. And you know that, but you keep doing it. It's about not necessarily trying to throw the baby out with the bathwater, so to speak. It's about looking and going, okay, the perceived reward can be the same. The cue, the trigger can be the same. You might not be able to change the kids go to bed, or when you have your work or your meetings or daily run of what your life entails, but you can change the habit. So, for example, what I spoke about then, having an unwind, relaxing with the missus, you could put the kids to sleep, and then either yourself or your wife could make some form of dessert that's nourishing and nutritious for the body. This isn't living on rabbit food, but something that you enjoy and engage with that has a lot more energy and love and power to it in a healthy and nourishing way. Or you could be reading some books, or you could be watching your television show together that you like. Now, for me, I'm not a big fan of TV because generally that's a bit of a disconnect, but you could have some form of, let down, come down, relaxing moment, period together, talking about how your day went, actually communicating with each other without having to have alcohol. And these things are important because ultimately, over the span and the scope of your life and all these experiences, you're going to be in a position excuse me, you're going to be in a position where you're doing things that are serving you both better. And this is important for you to have, because what it's going to do is going to put you in a place of a better mindset, more clarity. You're not drugging yourself or putting yourself under the influence of either technology or other bits and pieces. Literally doing things together. That could be a way that you connect and relax with your partner, with your wife. There's always a different habit that you can put in place. There's a different action you can put in place that can give the same perceived reward and ultimately puts you in a place where you're looking after your health better, you're looking after your body better, you're having more energy and connection in what you're doing with yourself, with your family, with your wife. That was just one example off the top of my head, but really getting ahead and having control over your life again. But more importantly, being aware of what it is that you're doing to have what you believe to be control over your life again. Because more often than not, you're doing and actioning habits and living out your life in a role in a way where you're not even aware of it. It just happens. That's just what I do. I have a couple of beers before I go to bed, or a couple of beers at night. Every Friday, it's right. I go down to the pub and hit the tab. And look, I don't care. I'm not judging anyone for it. I'm just saying these are patterns that you see. And a lot of these patterns are heavily revolved around forms of escape where you're clearly not happy with certain things. And, oh, but I like beer, Al. I love beer. I love the taste. Yeah, that's fine. But why is it in place? Is there another option? Is there another choice? It's really about opening up and seeing with your eyes that there are other choices and other ways for you to move forward that may not be detrimental to your body, your health, your fitness, your energy levels, which really forms up your life and how you will interact and engage with everything and everyone around you. And first and foremost, within yourself, the relationship that you have within yourself and the value that you hold to yourself. Value yourself, man. But do that by being aware of the habits and ask yourself this question: does this habit serve a purpose? Is it good for me? Yes or no? Can I change the cues? No, it's always this time of work, this period of day, this type of person, these people, my family, my kids. Cool. Can you change the perceived reward? Well, I don't want to. The perceived reward is I feel better, I feel happier, I'm more relaxed, I'm more energized, I'm more amped, I get more energy and this, and that. Cool. Can you change the habit to match the perceived reward and to align with the cue, time of day, people, person, things, environment? Of course you can. You always can. There's always a choice. And that's where it comes down to not necessarily trying to break a habit, but more importantly, shifting the action in the trifecta, the cycle of what a habit or what a routine and ritual entails, because we're full of routines, rituals, and structures as human beings. We are. Even not having any structure in your life is a form of structure. And when you do it the right way to serve yourself and look after yourself, mate, I guarantee you're going to be a better man. You're going to have more clarity in your thought, your judgment, be healthier, happier, a better father, a better lover. Everyone wins when you get to invest in yourself and create the right habits around your life in moving towards where you want to go. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I'll hit you with another one soon. Cheers.